Hey world builders, welcome back to Build Together. This is day 87. Today's prompt is, how accurate are maps in your setting? What do they look like? So I made a document called Cartography just to cover some basics of Attovian cartography and map making. In general, actually, a lot of maps for the continent and for the world especially are not very accurate and honestly not very common. The need for maps to travel over land is not very great, considering the road systems of Attovia have been around for a few thousand years and have been relatively well maintained and support going just about anywhere from anywhere. Even if it's a simple beaten path, there's usually relatively easy way to get from one city to another, even from like a relatively distant hamlet or remote out of the way location. And then additionally, I mean, one of the biggest things we've needed a map for is in the past, as in our own world, is for traversing between bodies of water and oceans and seas and lakes and things like that. But because you can't leave the coastline very far on Attovia, there isn't really a need for nautical maps of any kind, or maps that map the passageways from one continent to another, because other continents are pretty much still just theoretical. No one has seen one. No one knows if there are other continents on Attovia. But there is some demand for small regional city maps, especially in larger cities like Morist or Ornsire or Zykless City, or any of these places that are capitals or kind of like places people go to see, to like get an idea of the city life and this kind of thing. And map makers will actually basically get people to pay them to put their thing on the map. And so a lot of maps actually will be dotted with different text sizes, and some businesses, if they've paid enough money, will get to be on the legend of the map. And so there's actually quite a bit of money in city maps and producing them at scale using flame printers, and then distributing those to people who it's their first time, or someone who wants one. And then they kind of know, oh, like these are all the places that might want to go, and those businesses get a little bit of extra business than someone who didn't go out of their way to pay the local cartographer. And that's what I wrote about today. How accurate are maps in your world, and what do they look like? Thanks for building together.